Hello, everybody. It's Sunday night, and I am coming on to share the winners from the giveaway done on the Year 6 introduction. I guess the Year 6 kickoff party for Satmorn Makes. And I want to thank everybody that watched and commented. And it's so much fun to be starting a new year. And I'm just praying for peace, praying that we all have joy and blessings in our lives, and that we share our heartaches with one another. It is exciting to be able to pick a couple winners and to share hopefully some fun new crafty supplies with the two winners. So I use random comment picker, and the winners, that the first two names that were drawn are Andrea Marshall 9677. So hello, Andrea. And then the second winner's name was Karen Frank. Okay, so you guys can email me at jillian.norwood@comcast.net and let me know your PayPal address so that I can send you your $30 gift certificate, if you will. I just want to do this right away so that if anybody, if the two winners want to, spend some money, they can. And so you guys, please email me. I'm going to try and contact you both via comment to let you know that you won. And then if for any reason either Andrea or Karen does not respond by the end of this week, so it's Sunday night now, so if they don't respond by next Sunday, I will draw replacement winners. But I'm hoping I can reach both of them. So Karen and Andrea, congratulations. And I hope to do more giveaways throughout the year. I say that a lot at the beginning of the year, and I'm not always, things go crazy sometimes, and I don't always get to do as many fun things as I would like, but I hope to do more in the future. So please come back to my channel, visit me again. And of course, I've got a lot more art to be sharing, and I thought I would give you a little sneak peek of what I'm working on and share with you a little bit of what I'm doing in my studio. So let me set this stuff aside. I will message Andrea and Karen right after I get off the air to share with you guys via a message that you are my winners. Okay? Alrighty. And then really quick, I thought I would share what I've been working on today. So what I did today was I went through all of my 12 by 12 scrapbook paper that was loose. And you guys know that I'm primarily a card maker. Now, I was a scrapbooker long before I started card making. Of course, when my son was growing up, I was a scrapbooker, and I made a lot of albums, and eventually I went digital, and I stopped using the traditional stuff, except when I was doing a mini album for a party or something like that, and I still occasionally will do something like that. But I wanted to put my 12 by 12 papers to use. And so what I did today and yesterday, Saturday and Sunday, I went through all of my loose papers, and all of the ones that I was prepared to cut up, I cut down to 6 by 6, and I've organized them from white tones all the way through the color wheel. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. And then in the back, there's some Christmas stuff too. But these are all the loose 12 by 12 papers that were in my bins. And I'm trying to just get my craft room completely organized, and I want to be able to use what I have. So this felt so good to do, and I just thought I would share it because I know a lot of us have issues with storage. And I will say this takes several shelves of organized by color papers in 12 by 12, and it shrunk it down to this one bin. So I was really happy about how that worked out. And now I just have this bin that I can keep out on my desk when I'm creating. And I will always have the color paper that I need right at my fingertips. So I thought I would share that. That's just a little organizational thing. And the bin that I'm using is just one that I had from Dollar Tree. And then I also thought I'd give you a sneak peek of what I've been working on this weekend. So I am coloring up the new Diana Markham stamps for the Recipe Stamp Club release, as well as some of the a la carte sets that she released this month. And this is just one of them. This is the cream cheese mint recipe stamp. So this comes with the Recipe Stamp Club, and I'm going to do a video and I will film it probably, hopefully tomorrow morning I'll get it filmed. and then processed and hopefully up midweek. But this, I'm coloring all of the images. I stamped them all out, and I've been coloring them with Copic markers. I started watercoloring them, and I decided to do Copic markers this time because I did watercoloring last time. So I may eventually watercolor them also, but I'm going to start by just doing some basic Copic coloring. So this is just the cream cheese mint recipe. This is Mrs. Claus. If you wanted her to be, it could also just be a grandmother of any kind. You could color her as a mom. There's so many ways you could color this differently depending on what you want. And then I also stamped out the beautiful little heart mints and the little rosebuds. And I stamped out a whole bunch of them so that I can cut them out and use them throughout my projects. And then the North Pole's Finest can go above her for the cream cheese mints. You could put that with it on the card if you want to. So that comes with the set too, that North Pole's Finest. So this is what's coming. You'll have a video with all of my projects and coloring for this. And then I also wanted to talk a little bit about, Carol and a few other people have talked about, how do I choose pattern papers? And I thought, since I was fiddling around with this tonight, I just thought I'd show you what I do. So I was cutting up, I told you, all my 12 by 12 papers. And while I was doing it, I was looking for papers specifically for this coloring that I'd already done. And so I just wanted to show you some of the papers that I picked out and just show you next to the image. So I just color my images the way I want to color them, and then I go look for papers. But you can do it the opposite way. You could choose your papers first and then match your Copics to the paper and color. But I just enjoy sitting down and coloring while I'm watching TV, and then I create after. I will pull papers together and look for things that I think will allow me to showcase the image the way I've colored it. So you can see I just chose a bunch of papers, and I was going to say, one of the things you want to do is just see, does the image pop when I go tone on tone? Does it pop better if I do pink? Usually opposites on the color wheel. So if you have your color wheel, that the green and red are going to be opposite on the color wheel. So the pink is going to make it pop more than the green, but the green gives it a very elegant tone on tone look. So it just depends, and you can also, look for contrasting colors too, but I didn't like that as well as using the green. And then I also thought, had I colored her collar yellow, this might have been a fun one to use also. So, but I colored her color pink. So in the end, after kind of pulling a bunch of papers out, the ones that I liked best are these four. And I will probably do, actually it's 5 papers total that I've chosen to look at. So this is where I ended up in the end with these 5 papers. This floral, this one has a very light print in the background. This one has a diamond print with a floral. This one is almost like just a tile pattern. And then this one just has some distressing on green. And it's always good to mix kind of a smaller pattern with a medium pattern and a large pattern. So, but you can also just use one paper. You could use 2. You can mix and match. You could have a little bit of one paper, on the side. You could have a matte with this paper and then have the darker tone in the background. So there's so many different things you can do. I thought it looked beautiful against this paper specifically because of the pink here and the pink here. So look through your papers and pull things out, and don't be afraid to lay things out on your desk and just ruminate with them for a while until you're inspired for how you want your card to come together. So those are just a couple ideas for picking papers. I hope that helps. It's a lot of fun for me. I love paper. I think you guys know that. I have a ton of paper, and I like to use it because there's always new papers coming out that I love. And so it is fun to play with your papers. Shop your own store, shop your craft supplies and see what you have, and then get them out, because it's so much fun to just play and see what patterns you can come up with to create a card with. And I also think it's a lot of fun to color the image a couple different ways, and then you can make a couple of different cards just by changing the colors of her dress. So anyway, those are just some ideas. And then the tip about cutting up your 12 by 12 papers and putting them in a bin is really helpful, especially if you do what I did where you organize them by color. And that's really helpful. And I also separated out all my papers that were birthday related so that when you need a quick birthday card, you have papers cut and ready to go. So that's it for this little video today. And again, Karen and Andrea, my winners, I will be sending you a message, but please email me at jillian.norwood@comcast.net and supply me with your PayPal email address. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for all of your support with our 6-year kickoff party for Satmorn Makes. I hopped around yesterday and looked at every project I could find. I tried to, Instagram is hard for me. So if you're on Instagram and you're posting, please tag at Greenwood Girl Cards so that I can see what you posted. It's hard for me to find everybody's projects on Instagram anymore. I don't know what the trick is. If you know a trick, let me know, because it's not as easy for me anymore. There's just too many advertisements on Instagram, and I try to ignore them all and just pass them by to see what I want to see. And then I search by names for all the names I can think of. So anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for supporting Saturday Morning Makes, 2 crafters, 1 design. Share your makes. Let's make together. Crafting Christmas Collab, which is Joyce and Lynn the Gift Diva and Gail Banks Creates. And of course, Jamie, Poet Spice, does, I love hers because it's really about using your supplies. But she does Crack the Vault, which basically means get in your craft room and use the things that have been sitting around since you purchased them. And we all purchase things and we're so excited, and then we don't end up using them right away. So all of these hashtags are wonderful, and they help us create art. And I'm so excited for this year and what's ahead of us. So thank you guys so much. And I will be back with you soon with my entire Diana Markham release video, where I will show you all of the images that I've been coloring. And as I get cards made, I'll be sharing those too. So I look forward to being back with you to do that. And everybody have a great Monday. Okay. All right. Bye now.